Computers are everywhere. You might use one at school or see people using them at work. But what exactly a computer? Simply put, a computer is a machine that follows instructions. Think of it like a really smart oven. You wouldn't expect an oven to cook a cake without you telling it to, right? You need to give it instructions like setting the temperature and baking time. Computers are similar, they need instructions to work. These instructions are called programs or software. Just like ovens can bake different things, computers can do all sorts of tasks. They can help us write stories, play games, talk to friends far away, and so much more. Let's peek inside a computer and see what makes it tick. Don't worry, you don't need tools for this. One of the most important parts is the CPU or Central Processing Unit. Think of this as the computer's brain. It's in charge of thinking and following those instructions we talked about. Next up is the RAM, or Random Access Memory. This is like the computer's short-term memory. It remembers what the computer is working on right now. We also have the hard drive. This is the computer's long-term memory. It stores all our programs, files, and pictures, even when the computer is turned off. These are just a few of the main parts, and they all work together to make the computer function. We know computers follow instructions, but how do they actually them? Well, computers use a special language made up of zeros and ones. It's called binary code. Think of a light switch. It can be either on, 1, or off, 0. Computers use millions of tiny switches like this to represent information. Don't worry, we don't need to learn binary code to use a computer. When we type on a keyboard or click the mouse, the computer translates our actions into this binary code. Then the CPU processes that information and tells the other parts what to do. It's all about communication. Section 4. Computers in action. Typing a letter. Imagine you want to write a letter to your friend. You sit down at the computer and open a program called a word processor. As you type on the keyboard, the computer remembers each letter you press. You can even delete mistakes and add punctuation. The computer displays your letter on the screen so you can see what you're writing. Once you're finished, you can save your letter to the hard drive. That way you can access it again later. You can even print it out on paper if you want. Section 5. Wrapping it up. Key points to remember. Computers might seem complicated, but they're just tools designed to make our lives easier. Remember, computers need instructions or programs to work. The CPU is the brain of the computer. RAM is short-term memory, while the hard drive is long-term memory. Computers use binary code, zeros and ones, to understand information. From writing letters to exploring the internet, computers open up a world of possibilities. Now that you know the basics, you're ready to start your own computer adventure.